And we're back. All right, my people. Shar, the Saving Travel Girl, coming to you today with another little update about travel. Let's get into it.
I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing, just 'cause everybody doing what they all do. If one thing I know, I fall but I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I call home. So am I wrong? Thinking that we could be something for real. Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel.
So, today we're talking about the stuff no one likes to mention when they're sharing those dreamy vacation pics. International customs and how things can take a hard left real quick. If you think your biggest issue will be lost luggage, nah, it's deeper than that. For us, and especially women of color, the stakes are high. And listen, this ain't about paranoia because we don't want to cause any type of paranoia to travel, okay? That we're here to encourage. I'm here to encourage. So it's about being prepared. Bias at international customs. You know the vibe. You just had the time of your life abroad. You're rested, sun-kissed, and ready to head home. But then, boom, customs comes in with the where are you from? Why are you here? And what's in your bag routine. Sometimes it's a little bit more than just protocol. And for Black women traveling internationally, customs can feel less like security and more like a performance of prejudice. Now, bias abroad in action. Y'all, I was traveling through Amsterdam a few years ago, and as soon as I got to customs, the officer took one look at me and asked if I had a return ticket. And I was like, "Sir, my bags are packed and waiting at the gate. I promise I'm not moving here today." It wasn't the question itself that stung, it was how he asked it. Like I didn't look like I belonged. And it's moments like these that remind you how traveling while Black means packing your patience right next to your passport. I need to tell you about this next story because it shows how fast things can go left abroad. There was this woman, she was traveling from Turkey who had a layover in Dubai. She actually went to Turkey to get some type of medical procedure. It doesn't explain what it is, but based on the fact that it has something to do with patting down like a corset, it's probably she had some type of BBL or one of those type of surgeries, okay? She was traveling from Turkey with the layover in Dubai. Now, while at the airport in Dubai, she touched the airport worker's arm in what she thought was a polite gesture. Okay, nothing big. Okay, just a little tap to get her attention. Well, let me tell you, she was arrested and sentenced to a year in jail for offensive behavior. Okay, and if you've ever watched, what is it, Locked Up Abroad or whatever that TV show is, you know it's no joke to go to a jail or go to a prison overseas. Just like that, her entire trip flipped upside down. Can you imagine? A casual gesture in one country is a serious offense in another. And that's how quick cultural misunderstandings can escalate, especially when customs officials already have a bias or cultural framework you don't understand. Let's talk about cultural sensitivity. Listen, every country has its own customs, and what flies in one place might get you a ticket to jail somewhere else. It's like the travel version of don't touch my hair. But this time, it's don't touch anything. Sis, even something as simple as asking questions can land you in hot water depending on the country. Basically, when you're traveling internationally, it's like playing Uno with a new set of house rules. Better make sure you ask first before laying down that draw four. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All right, so how do we avoid situations like this? A few tips. Now, ladies, know the rules. Before you travel, look up basic customs laws and airport behavior for the countries you'll visit. Something that feels innocent to you could be a big deal somewhere else culturally. Don't engage unless necessary. At customs, less is more. Smile, be polite, but keep it short and sweet, like those emails to your boss on Friday afternoons. Keep calm under pressure. If something goes wrong, don't argue. Ask for a supervisor and contact your embassy immediately. It's not about being right, it's about getting home safely. Next, the importance of travel insurance. Expect the unexpected. Now, let's be real. Stuff happens. Missed flights, lost luggage, and unfortunately, misunderstandings at customs. That's why I always say travel insurance is non-negotiable. Not only does it cover medical emergencies, but it also helps if you get stuck abroad or need legal assistance. I can't even imagine being stuck in a situation like the woman in Dubai without insurance. If you find yourself in a bind, whether it's a missed flight or unexpected legal situation, insurance can make the difference between getting stuck and getting home. Let's be honest. None of us wants to be calling Big Mama back home to say, hey, can you wire me some bail money? To give you more context, the girl that got stopped in Dubai, her name is Elizabeth Polanco de los Santos. And she's a young college student from New York. Imagine this, you're supposed to be on a 6-hour layover, but instead you get dragged into a months-long ordeal that leaves you emotionally and financially drained. A routine stop gone wrong on July 14th, 2023. Elizabeth turned into something out of a horror movie. While going through customs, she was subjected to what she described as a painful, degrading search. During this humiliating process, she needed assistance with a medical device. So she tapped a female security officer on the arm for help. So that small tap led to the allegation, okay, and that led to the detention. A simple tap on the arm became a basis for a serious allegation. Dubai officials accused Elizabeth of assaulting and insulting the officer, which escalated quickly into her being detained. Now, for those of us traveling through customs, we know the vibe. You move carefully, you don't make waves, and you try and get through without a hitch. But in this case, Elizabeth's tap was interpreted not just as disrespect, but as a criminal act. So next, she had to face months of detention and emotional trauma. What was supposed to be a 6-hour layover turned into several grueling months of detention in Dubai. Now, can you imagine being a young woman alone thousands of miles away from home in a foreign country's legal system that sees you as a criminal over a tap? It's the kind of situation that makes your stomach drop just thinking about it. According to Sterling, Elizabeth's experience is unfortunately not rare. These incidents often target foreigners, and many people find themselves trapped in what Sterling calls extortion schemes. Authorities or locals may press complaints against travelers, expecting them or their lawyers to pay large sums of money to drop the charges. In Elizabeth's case, it drained her family's finances, costing nearly $50,000. In addition to the emotional toll, she missed months of her education and daily life, adding another layer to her ordeal. Finally released. Now, after a long journey home, after months of uncertainty and fear, Elizabeth was returned and released. The CEO worked to secure her freedom and emphasized how traumatizing the whole experience was. Elizabeth is back with her family now, but the scars of the experience remain. The U.S. State Department got involved and monitored the situation, but their assistance didn't erase the pain of her lost time, education, and money. And here's a warning to fellow travelers. Know before you go. Sterling's warning is clear. Travelers need to be extra cautious when passing through Dubai or similar destinations. She pointed out that cases like Elizabeth's are not isolated. Foreigners can be easy targets for legal traps and extortion. Y'all, the moral of the story here, know the rules. the culture, and the risk wherever you're traveling. What might seem like an innocent gesture to you could have serious consequences in another country. So, what I'm saying is travel insurance is a must. Now, let me tell you, this is where travel insurance comes in. Having the right policy can save you from a world of trouble. All right, so some final thoughts. Be ready for the unexpected. Listen, traveling is amazing. It opens your eyes, it feeds your soul, and gives you memories for a lifetime. But you've got to be prepared for anything. And as Elizabeth's story shows, the unexpected can happen, especially for women traveling alone in a foreign country. So stay safe, stay ready, and don't let fear stop you from exploring the world. But always, always pack a little extra caution with your passport. And don't forget, grab my free emergency cruise port guide from the link in the description. It's packed with embassy contacts and tips for staying safe when things don't go as planned. And for the best travel insurance options, check out the links below. Trust me, you won't regret it. All right, I want to hear your stories. Have you ever had a weird or tough experience with customs abroad? Drop it in the comments because we need to share this information with each other. Stay safe out there, ladies. That's it for today, y'all. Stay ready, travel smart, and enjoy every second of the journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Safe travels.